Hey, what's up everybody? This is Damron with Trash Ass Gamers, and we're playing Halo Wars 2, playing the Awakening the Nightmare DLC campaign on Legendary difficulty while obtaining all the optional and bonus objectives, getting all the Pheonix logs, as well as getting gold medals on the missions. So here we are, we're on mission 4, the Archive. It also has a few additional miscellaneous achievements we'll grab. So the achievements that we're getting are We Got This, which is to reach the final room of the Archive without calling in any reinforcements from the teleporters. Nimble for a big fella, which is to navigate the laser defenses in the Archive without losing any units on heroic or above. Have you tried rebooting, which is to complete the Archive on any difficulty. And then of course we're making progress towards the Ancient Enemy and the Brute side, which is to complete the Awakening Nightmare campaign on Legendary and collect every Pheonix log available. So this is a pretty difficult, you know, level to do on Legendary while obtaining all those achievements at the same time, but I'm going to show you how to do it. You can do this in one playthrough and get all the achievements and nab progress for everything. So the bonus and optional objectives, we have kill 100 enemies using the incineration ability, which we're going to get that very easily. We're going to be using that ability a lot, especially because we can't recruit any enemies or any allies at the teleporter, so we're going to use that a lot. So we'll get well over 100. And then another one is to deactivate the lasers on the first bridge you come across, kind of part of the mission really. The bonus objectives are to make it through the entire level with none of your units being killed by the lasers, as well as you kind of enter this sort of decontamination zone later on in the level, in which you have to kill all of the flood before the timer runs out, which is 2 minutes. And that's very difficult without recruiting additional allies on Legendary difficulty, but I'm going to show you how we can do it, and basically that's by utilizing our leader powers, which means we're going to have to be very, very careful up to that point to save all of the minimal resources that we get. So the beginning of the level is going to introduce you to the concept of using your jump pack brutes to activate light bridges and to get your team kind of through the level. And basically your hero is going to be someone that you really need to utilize in this level. So here's the first bridge that I was telling you about, and that's the switch up there. Now you're always going to want to use your hero, because any of your units that get touched by those lasers will die in one hit, whereas Voridus can actually survive a hit because of his shield. So even if he gets hit, it won't kill him, and he can make it to the other side of the bridge easily and then deactivate the lasers. And as soon as you deactivate the first set of lasers on that bridge, you're going to complete the first optional objective. And then we move forward, and it's going to show you the other optional objective, to kill 100 enemies using his special, as well as one of the leader powers that we are going to use later. But using Y is going to generate these large kind of areas of effect that cause this incendiary gel damage to the flood enemies. And we're going to utilize this a lot to keep our units alive. So you can see I'm kind of strafing around. I'm generating a large area of effect and running away, and you can see I'm getting progress towards that because the flood enemies are running into it and it does a lot of damage to them. And in fact, I'm just going to run away until his power recharges, at which point I can cast it again. That way I'm not taking damage to my enemies and wasting resources using my healing ability to heal my units. I'm just going to utilize this again and run away until we kill all those flood units.
Let's make a mess. Clear the way. Moving up. Moving on. All units, fear me. Is there no one that can challenge me? Making my approach. Going now.
So just right there in the beginning, you're going to get, about 50 of the 100 of those incendiary gel kills.
On the way. All units destroyed. Moving out.
I'm going to also show you where all the resources are in this level, because we really want to get all of the resources that we can to maximize the powers that we can use in the decontamination room. which is right there actually. Um, so these are the pads where you can recruit additional enemies or allies, and basically you don't want to do that. If you do that, you're going to avoid the achievement that we're going to get through as well. We got this. So don't recruit any allies via these pads. Just leave them alone. So be sure you grab these resources up here, and then behind this wall is the first Pheonix log. You can send jump pack brutes over the wall to get it, but I, just break it down and then have them collect the Pheonix log as well as the power and supplies in there. Then you're going to send a jump pack brute over this gap, and there's more supplies on this side. Don't worry about those tentacles, they won't actually attack your guy.
Local units. I will. Local units.
And then once this jump pack brute has collected those resources, jump the next gap, and you can activate this Forerunner defense system for 100 supplies, which is, pretty cheap. And those will kill some of the flood units that are over there. And that's good because the flood units that are over there are anti-infantry flood units, and they can actually cause quite a bit of damage to your guys pretty quick. Now these, eggs here, I like to use his power and go ahead and get a few more of those incendiary gel kills just by activating it and running through it, because keep your other units away and you'll actually be able to blow all these up and get a few incendiary gel kills. And more importantly, we're going to be running back through this area later, which is very important. So don't skip taking out these eggs. Be sure you take that out, because we're going to come back through this area again in order to save our money. It's very important that we buy Infusion Wake and Cataclysm. That's very important.
Wait, where I hear something? New trophies. Something's not right here. Tread carefully. You call upon me. Moving out. You'll escape our sights. Refresh me, local units. I should have trusted my instincts. That infestor was part of an ambush. Destroy those spawners.
Alright, again, get a few incendiary gel kills here. Run back. I send some Ranger elites up here to shoot this explosive box and take out these guys up here. Just have them shoot that.
Local units. They will learn to fear me. Local units. Local units. Yes.
Alright, once we bust through this wall, we want to go up where our Rangers are up there and bust down that wall, because there's some resources behind this wall up here that we want to grab.
What are we waiting for? Moving on.
Got a little unlucky down below an enemy spawn. I lose a Ranger, I think. Be careful for that. It can kind of spawn anywhere. Usually it spawns up in the room here, so I had to waste some resources to heal, unfortunately. But that's okay. We'll keep it going.
I'm hungry for victims under fire. Too easy. All minutes. I will. Going. For the pack. Get out of my way. Making my approach. One side. Forward is ready for battle. Dress our wounds.
Alright, so this is the first tricky part. You can save here if you want to, but if you do what I show you to do, you're going to be okay. Take one jump pack brute and Voridus over here, and then pull your other guys away. You can see I put them back in that hallway right here. And you're going to use the jump pack brute to activate this light bridge, but the light bridge is going to take a minute to activate, and you're actually going to have a lot of flood coming at you. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can use your powers, but if we're going for all the achievements and the legendary playthrough at the same time, we're really going to need those in the decontamination room. So what I do is just run away, and you can see I've activated Voridus's special ability again, laying down that incendiary gel, which is killing the vast majority of these floods, and I'm gonna have to run away quite a bit here to kill them all. But the patience is key because we really don't want to use our limited resources. As you're gonna see later, we really need all of our money in order to get past the decontamination room on legendary with basically 5 units. So let's run away for a bit and keep activating our incendiary gel until we take these flood out.
On my way. Moving out. One side. On the way. Making my local units. I will make carrion of the enemy. Moving on. I will. All units free. Make way. Local units. Making my approach. Moving out. You call upon me. Hold. I smell burning. There are forerunner beams up ahead. Local units.
I heard that Forerunner beams, and I guess I double tapped to select all units. I almost got him killed up there. That would have ruined it.
One side. All units. Carrion of the enemy. Moving up.
Yeah, so Rain and Fire, Cataclysm, and the Infusion Wake abilities are critical to the next step. So those are the ones that you want to unlock. And go ahead and upgrade your Infusion Wake all the way to level 3.
Leader point earned. Local units will fall before me. All units. I need new trophies. Going. I'm hungry for new victims.
Alright, so again, let's send Voridus across the bridge. Take your time here and deactivate it with him so none of your units get killed. Nimble big fella, ain't ya? So turn that off, and then we'll bring our units across. And here is the part that definitely just drop a save right here because this is difficult and you don't want to have to do all this again just because you didn't save it. So drop a save here, then I'm going to show you how we do this. So basically send your infantry units down there, but we're going to keep Voridus up here. We're going to activate his ability and then walk him down there. So he's going ahead and drop an incendiary gel. The reason we start that off first is because we want it to already be recharging so we can use it again during this 2 minutes. So you can see I'm dropping the incendiary gel. Stack your guys, give them a heal. Now you're going to let as many of them die just from attacks and the gel as possible. And then a little bit later, once the second round of flood come in, now we're going to use the Cataclysm Wake, or the Cataclysm on the Wake, and really burn that field, and that's going to kill a lot of people very, very fast. Now we have our Rain of Fire left, so we're going to kind of move around. He should have his ability back now, see? So that was why we used it before it actually started. And then we just go in the middle, have them stack on us. I like to go on top of this enemy here, cast Rain of Fire, and now all those flood that were chasing me are dying from his gel, and Rain of Fire takes out the last set of enemies. So that's pretty hard. But if you can clear all those flood in under 2 minutes, not only are you going to get the last bonus objective, but you're also going to unlock the second Pheonix log on this level. You have to kill them all to be able to jump up here to get that Pheonix log.
Local units leaving the battle. Our dragons are dust. Local units, I need new trophies.
All right, so real easy way to get past this next step. Don't your rangers and your jump pack brutes are no longer important. What's important is just getting your hero Voridus to the next area of the level. Send your jump pack brute up here. Go ahead and activate the arc defense and grab the resources. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna select all your units and have them run down to the bottom, which I'll show you, and then we send Voridus to the top, and because they're going down there and Voridus is up here, I'll have him wait for a second and then let them run down here. Now the super unit's going to go after them, and I can just run across the bridge with Voridus and sacrifice the rangers, but that's okay. They're not going to make it across anyway, and you don't really want to risk them running across with the lasers, so it's best to just have them sit back and die, have Voridus run across, and you can wait here for a minute before you deactivate the bridge, just in case any enemies were following you. The lasers will kill them. Sometimes the super unit will follow you. He didn't in this case, but sometimes he will, at which case the lasers will take him out.
Local units.
So once you get to this point, you should unlock the We Got This achievement, which is to make it to this point without recruiting any additional units. So that's good, that's off the board. And we also passed all the lasers, so we'll unlock the Nimble Fella achievement, but you have to beat the level. Now, once we get into this last portion, just build Elite Rangers, nothing else. They're cheaper, you can max out your population, and also you can drop a save. At this point, there's no reason not to, just in case you need to reload it. I didn't have to, in this playthrough, I was able to get through, but it's safe to go ahead and drop a save there. And earlier too, in that decontamination room, I would recommend dropping a save there for safety. And all you have to do in this area is basically destroy the flood that covers these little pillars, and then it will have a percentage that's going up for 0.1 for every lock that is unlocked. So you see we're going up by 0.3, and the flood is going to come in and try to damage them. Now they can't kill them. All they can do is relock it, at which you just have to re-unlock it by shooting the flood that's on the lock. And you're gonna have some super units coming in, but it's just kind of keep going around, keep unlocking, and you really shouldn't have too much trouble, especially if you're just keeping your population maxed out with Elite Rangers. There's really no reason to build anything else. Use your leader powers, Elite Rangers, keep them uncovered, and then as soon as you get 100%, that's the end of the mission. So let's go ahead and bang this out.
This way. Keep them away from the locks. Put those wretches out of their misery. All units. The fools dare to attack me. All units. All units. Going. All units. I need new trophies. On the way. It barely stings. I will have many trophies. They're braver than I thought. Here they come. Raise them. I wait. They're sending more infected forms now. All units. Keep them away from the locks. My incendiary gel will make short work of these monstrosities. Leader point earned. Local units. Local units. On my way. I've covered one of the locks. Free it up. All units. Victims. Moving up. Moving out. They covered one of the locks. Cleanse it. Hurry, Chris. Flood is amassing here. Move fast, brother. Just a little longer. I will easily do. Local units. Easy. Do not get in my way. The vault have opened one of the locks. Free it up. I will release you all. Meter power ready. Is that the best you can do? All units. All units. I need new trophies. All units. Hearing. All units. I will finish them. The lock has been compromised. Clean it. All units. All units. Let us keep those sights. All units. It barely stings. This will be quick. They covered one of the locks. Cleanse it. Just leave on hand, fusion. All units. Systems. Fight rocks and trusts. I shall murder them. Then bring what I thought. Have it. The system is at full power.
Alright, so once you get to the 100%, then you're going to unlock the Forerunner puzzle similar to the last level. And it's the same exact combination, top right, middle right, and then bottom left 3 times. So it's the same exact combination, and that's going to beat the level. And that's going to be the archive on Legendary, where we got all miscellaneous achievements at the same time as doing all optional, all bonus objectives, and we getting gold medal. So congratulations, that's how it's done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you next time.